Hello everyone and welcome to another crochet tutorial with CraftyDreamz. In today's video though, we are going to be doing two squares, the basic granny square and then a two colour basic granny square. That's why they're both going to be in this one video because they're essentially the same. This is a multicoloured yarn. I think it looks really pretty doing them like this, but today we're just going to be using a simple grey yarn, and the colours for the two-tone are going to be grey and like a teal turquoise greeny blue colour, and then just this grey for the basic granny square. This is part of my blanket that I'm making together, and hopefully you're making with me. These squares, we want at least 6 of these. Say at least because you can make as many as you want. Each square is 4 rounds altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you make them with essentially almost the same type of yarn, they all end up the same, roughly the same size. So I'll be using a 4.5mm hook. The yarn I'm using is just what's from my stash. They have no labels on anymore, so I have no idea what they are. But a 4.5 seems to be perfect for them. So without further ado, let's get started on the basic granny square. As with all my patterns, this is going to be like a beginner intermediate. So for you will need a basic understanding of chains, slip stitch and slip knot, and possibly the double crochet because I might go a little too fast. So this isn't for exact beginners. So yeah, with that said, let's get started. So to start, we are just going to simply create a slip knot, like so. And then you want to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. If that's going to be a bit tight to work in, you can always chain 5. And then we just want to slip stitch into the top, into the first chain that we made to create our little circle. And then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets into this circle here. So for a double crochet, we just yarn over into the circle, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over into the circle, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Nice and easy. And now that we've got 3 double crochets, we want to chain 2 and do another 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And we're just going to repeat that all around. So chain 2, 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, chain 2, and then we'll do our last 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and then chain 2, and then once you have got 4 sets of 3 double crochets, your chain 2 at the start counts as double crochet. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. We are just going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 2 here, and there is your first round. Now if you're not too happy with this little gap here, you can see the tail that you left at the start. We're just going to pull on that and it makes the gap a lot smaller. Some people like the little hole, some people don't. Right, so now for this next round, everyone does it differently with how they do a granny square and going into the next rounds. We're going to do it the way that I seem to automatically do it sometimes. So, because this is a corner, I am just going to do the start of this corner first. So by that, what I mean is we chain 2, 1, 2, and then, where's that so big? 1, 2, and then we're going to go backwards. So instead of going into this gap here, we're actually going into this gap. So what you want to do is you yarn over for your first double crochet and you're just going to go backwards into the gap. So you come out like that, pull through like so, and then you finish your double crochet, and then we do it again. So double crochet starts as normal, and then you just go backwards out the back, grab the yarn, pull through, and finish as normal. Is hopefully quite easy. And then I'm not going to do any chains in between for now until we get into the corners. So no chain in here, we're just going to go straight into the next gap and create a corner, which is 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and another 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3. And what we've just done here, the 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, we're going to go do in the next 2 chain 2 spaces here, because they are our corners, and the space in between is what's going to make the sides. So let's do one more. So 1 double, 2 double, 3 double, chain 2, 1 double, 2 double, 3 double, and then into the next corner. Do it quickly. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and 3. And then we are in our final corner here, which is the one that we started at the start. So we are just going to go straight into that corner and do 3 double, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. And then we're just going to slip stitch to the chain 2 here that we made earlier. Oh, if I can get my tension right. There we go. And there is round 2. So for round 3, we do basically the same. We're just going to do the sides as well. But this time I'm going to start it a little differently. Just so, because if you start it just in the corners, each time it creates like a bit of a lopsided granny square. So we're going to start this round a little differently. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This is just to give us that little leeway when we're going over to the side, because it is the starting chain. That will count as your final double crochet as well. So our first space here is a side space in between these 2 clusters of chain of 3 doubles. We've got a little space here, and we're going to just simply go straight into there and do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and then in the corners we're going to make our corner, which is the chain 2 spaces are the corners. So we just go in and you want 1, 2, 3 double, chain 2, 1, 2, and another 3 double, 1, 2, and 3, and then you just want to repeat the same pattern all around. So I'll do one more side and corner with you. So our next side is this space here. We just do 3 doubles, 1, 2, and 3, and then into the corner space here we just make a corner, chain 2 spaces to corner. So we just do 3 doubles, 2 and 3, and then chain 2, and then another 3 doubles. And we're just doing that all the way around, and I'll meet you back when we get to our last corner space here. But we are at our last corner space. We have already got a double crochet in here because your starting chains count as your double crochet. So we're going to do 3 doubles and chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then we're just going to do 2 more double crochets into this corner. So 1 and 2, and then we want to slip stitch to the top of the chain 3, and there we have it. That's the end of round 3. To start on round 4, we are going to start in the space that we are already in. So just going to chain 2, and then go into space and do 2 double crochets. There's 1, and there's 2, and then we're going to go straight into the next side space here and do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And then once we've done that, we're going to go into the corner space and make a corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do exactly the same along here. You want 3 double in the side, 3 double in the side, 3 double chain 2, 3 double in your corner. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, oh, went a bit too quick for myself there, 3. And then corner, which is 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. And now all you have to do is exactly the same all the way around. I am going to do that off camera and I shall meet you back here. So remember, 3 double in the side spaces, 3 double, chain 3, 3 double in the corner spaces. So I shall meet you on the very last corner. We are in the last corner, so we shall just do that quickly. 3 doubles, chain 2, and do the 3 doubles, 1, 2, and 3. And then to finish this round, and to finish the whole project, we are simply just going to slip stitch to the top of our chain 2 here, And then to secure it, I like to go do a slip stitch in the next stitch as well, which is our first double crochet. And then we're just going to get our scissors and fasten off. That's it. And voila! There is our 4-round basic granny square in grey. Nice and easy. Now we are going to make our second square of today's tutorial, which is the 2-colour basic granny square, which is done using the exact same pattern we've just done, except we change colour, alternating rounds are different colours. Right, now that I've got my colours ready, hopefully, you can see that I'm using a light grey and like a teal turquoisey colour. I can't seem to speak today. I think it's because I've had no coffee yet. So as with anything, you can use any colour you want, as long as you use the colours that you like best, and that's all that matters really. The second granny square, the 2-tone coloured granny square, we are going to pick up our first colour and do a slip knot onto the hook, and then we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do a slip stitch into the first chain we made to create ourselves a little loop like that, and then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and do 2 double crochet. Now this is a basic granny square, so if you know how to make a granny square, then this will be nice and easy. So once we've got our first 3 doubles, because the chain 2 counts double, we want to chain 2 and do another 3 double crochet into that ring. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're just going to repeat that around until we've got 4 sets of double crochets. So chain 2, 3 doubles, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to finish off with a chain 2, and you want to slip stitch in the top of the first chain 2 that we made here. That's it. And now just see the little hole there. I just want to try and pull that a little bit tighter, and then we are going to fasten off. So I'm just going to do a slip knot in the next stitch, cut it off, leaving a decent tail for weaving in, and then just simply pull it through like that. And now we're going to join the second colour. So you can join the second colour in any space you like. Excuse me. You join it in any space you'd like. I like to join it here just because then I've got enough space to weave over the tail ends as I go. So to join, you're just going to stick your hook in the hole. You're going to pull through, grab a loop, pull through, and do technically a slip stitch. And I'm just going to pull that as tight as possible. Now to start, we're going to do a half of a corner, so that's 3 double crochet. So chain 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and then do 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and then we're just going to go into the next space here and do a full corner, which again is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3. I am keeping these tail ends as tight to the work as possible so that I can work over them, which will essentially weave them in. Just means less sewing for later. So chain 2, 3 doubles, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do exactly the same in these next 2 spaces here. So I'll do them 2 off camera and I'll meet you when this is the last space. So in the next 2 you want to do a corner, which is 3 double, chain 2, 3 double in these 2 spaces here. Right. Once we have done that, we've got 1, 2, 3 corners here. We're going to go into the last space here where we started. So it's already got the 3 doubles there, so we just want to do 3 doubles and chain 2. And 1, 2, 3, and chain 2, 1, 2, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 2 here, and then we are going to change colour. We're going back to colour 1, which is the grey. So I'm just going to slip stitch in the next space here, cut the yarn, leaving a decent tail, and pull through. Now with colour 1 again, I am now going to start this in the space that we've made here. So this is our side space. So I'm going to start there. So I'm just going to stick it in, grab the other colour, do like a little slip stitch, and then we want to chain 2. So 1, 2, like so, pull it nice and tight. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets here. And that has created our first side piece. So now we want to go into the corners, chain 2 space here, and make a corner, remembering to weave our ends in as we go. So the corner is 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2. Don't know why it keeps sitting underneath. 1, 2, and 3. That's our corner. Now we're gonna go into the next space and create our side, which is simply 3 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going into our corner once again to create our corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and 3. It's going to do exactly the same all the way around. 3 doubles in the side, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double in the corner, 3 doubles in the side, and I'll meet you on this corner right here to finish off the round. We are in the last corner, so we'll just do the last corner together. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. and then we're just going to simply slip stitch to the starting chain here, and then we want to, well, that's the end of round 3. Then we want to change colour one more time. We're going back to the second colour here, so we're just going to the next one, cut the yarn and pull through. Now to start this round, you can go in any space you like. I am going to go back into the side space, oh shit, here. So it's the space that is on top of the one we started in before. We start the same as always, grab it, create a technical slip stitch, pull down, and then create 2 chains. Then we're going to go and do 2 double crochets because it is our side. So there's the 2, and now we're going to grab our tails so that we can weave them in as we go and do another side piece in the next space, which is just simply 3 double crochets, three, and then we're going to go make our corner, which is 3 doubles, so 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 doubles, 1, 2, and 3, and then we just repeat that. So we do 3 doubles in the next space, 1, 2, and 3. My cheeky tail end trying to get, there you go. And then 3 doubles in the next, 1, 2, 3, and then we create a corner in the next space. So 3 doubles. Can I bring that around? 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're just going to repeat that all the way around. So 3 double, 3 double, corner, 3 double, 3 double, corner, and I will meet you back at that corner space. Right, and then we do our last corner here. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and 3, and then to finish we are just going to slip stitch in our starting chain, and then I like to slip stitch in the next one along, and I'm just going to fasten off. And for me that is the end of this granny square for the blanket that I'm making. 4 rounds, 2 colours, all done. And then so if you'd like, you can simply carry this on, add in as many colours as you want, making it as big as you want to make a massive blanket. If you are wanting to make the blanket I am with me, then we would just leave it at 4. I'd say 6 rounds at a push, depending on the size of your other squares and how the blanket's going to go. But that's just it, really. So if you could like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, favourite, save, all the good stuff, share the love, spread the love, and thank you. I shall see you next week.